channel and welcome to today's video. So a couple of weeks ago I purchased the essential food parcel from Aldi. As you know, we're currently in a pandemic, which means a lot of supermarkets were providing for a flat fee a kind of essentials food box. Before I ordered the Aldi food parcel, there was no information as to what was in the box. There currently is now. They've updated their website. My essentials and what I predicted were actually a bit different to what Aldi provided. The food parcel was £24.99, and although I think it was actually a great food parcel, I thought, do you know what? I do my weekly shop at Aldi. It's never too much more than £24.99. So behind me I have a table full of food that came to just under £25. I will tell you the exact total at the end of the video. I'm also going to start by giving you my meal plan for the next 7 days. So breakfasts, lunches and dinners and snacks for 2 people for the next 7 days for under £25. I can make meals from exactly what I bought. I did think it was like a bit hit and miss with what meals I could make from the food parcel, but everything I've got here today is going to make a decent meal with all of your main food groups. Now that long intro is done, I hope you're excited to see what I can get from Aldi for £25. If you do want to see videos like this and you want this to be an ongoing series, then please let me know down below or give this video a thumbs up. And by the way, if you're new, my name is Sophie. I upload 3 times every single week on this channel, all about living your best life on a budget. Get your shopping list ready. Feel free to copy anything or everything I say, and let's go. Okay, firstly, I'm going to talk you through the meal plans for the next 7 days, which will incorporate everything you will see here today, and then I'm going to go through each item and tell you exactly how much it is. Okay, for breakfast for the next 7 days, I'm going to be having oats with a dairy alternative milk. So I've actually gone for almond milk this week. And I'm going to have frozen fruit with my oats just to get my fruits in. And then occasionally I will add a scoop of peanut butter with my breakfast oats. For lunches this week, we are going for mainly sandwiches or soups. So we've got tomato soup, optional for 1 or 2 days. We can also have cheese and salad sandwiches, a cheese and onion sandwich, and a cheese and homemade coleslaw sandwich. The homemade coleslaw we are going to make with the ingredients included in this £25 budget. Snacks, I've gone for this week rice cakes with peanut butter. I know with the Aldi food essential box, they did actually send me a big pack of multi-pack of biscuits. I don't eat biscuits very often, and I certainly don't want to snack on them like 3-4 times a day. So for me in this challenge, I am going to make it a bit healthier, a bit more healthy choices. We're also going to be snacking on bananas, apples and raw carrot sticks, which is one of my favourite kind of snacks. For dinners for the next 7 nights, we are going with a vegetable stir fry. So we've got the free range egg noodles from Aldi, and we're going to be having that as a mushroom stir fry. Mushrooms make a very good meat alternative. So if you are looking for like a really nice vegetable stir fry, pick up the mushroom one from Aldi. And I've got all of the ingredients for that in this week's food shop. And we also are going to be having jacket potato with beans one night and some of our homemade coleslaw. The next 2 nights, we're going to be having a vegetable curry with rice. The curry portion I will make is for 4 people. So we will have 1 for dinner one night and 1 for dinner the next night. I think it's very, very normal to make enough for 2 nights of dinner, and it saves you a lot of money and it also saves you a lot of effort. You don't have to cook twice, you just have to reheat the next day. Also, we're going to be doing a pasta bake twice, and then we're also going to be doing a cheese and onion omelette with, if you want, homemade chips, or you can just have the omelette on its own. And that is the entire week's worth of food. I will actually leave that whole meal plan down below, written down below in the description if you want to copy that. But now we will get into the Aldi food haul, where I'll talk you through absolutely everything, including prices, and I'm also going to include a few alternatives here and there. Okay, here is the Aldi food haul as a whole. As you can see, there is a lot of food for all under £25, and also there's a lot more healthy options in my opinion. Starting with the milk, I have 2 options for milk. So this is going to be an alternative. I've included the price of British whole milk because most people do drink normal milk, and British whole milk is 80p from Aldi. I don't actually drink this, but Lawrence does, so he will have this for his breakfast. That's 80p and that's part of the budget. Alternatively, you can plus 5p and get yourself an almond unsweetened dairy alternative milk, which is actually going to be my milk. It was 85p from Aldi. The bag of oats for our breakfast are here. Now, these are the Cavernous organic porridge oats. These are again an alternative, but to stay within the price limit, you would buy the standard oats from Aldi, which are 75p. So with your breakfast, you will add some frozen fruit. I've gone for the 4-berry medley. This is actually the most expensive item. It's £2.49, so it takes up quite a bit of your budget, nearly 10% of your budget, but it's definitely worth it because it's a huge bag of the mixed fruits and it will probably last about 3 to 4 weeks. It's definitely worth your money. It's the cheapest kind of frozen fruit I have found in any of the supermarkets. We have the loaf of bread, which is going to be used throughout the week, which is 75p. It's the super seeded loaf from Aldi, and it's a very delicious bread, to be honest. It's the specially selected. The butter that I've gone for, which is the West Country butter, which is the crystal salted butter, is £1.49. So this stays within the budget, and butter will obviously last as much as you use, to be honest, but this will go into our sandwiches as well as used for a bit of cooking. As an essential item, we've gone for a red Leicester block of cheese. This is cheese we eat and we'll use throughout the week when we're making our sandwiches, but also our omelette. We've gone for the British red Leicester cheese, and it's the large block. So it's not the small block, it's the large block. And this costs £1.79. We have a pot of mayo, which we're going to be using for the homemade coleslaw, and this is 59p. It's exactly the same as the Hellmann's mayo. There is actually no difference that I can tell. It's made from free-range eggs. The packaging looks the same, it's just a lot cheaper. So for our stir fry, for some reason we've misplaced the egg noodles, but I've included the price in this total. The egg noodles are 95p. To go with the egg noodles, we've got the mushroom vegetable stir fry, which is 85p for this. And by the way, this serves like quite a large portion. And then we have the hoisin stir fry sauce to go with our stir fry, 65p for this. They have this or a sweet chili sauce. Personally, I prefer the black bean sauce, but they didn't have that today. For our homemade coleslaw, and also if you don't want to have something like pasta bake, this whole meal, you can actually make a nice easy vegetable soup using the vegetables as well, and it will stay in the same budget. So it's up to you. You can play around with a lot of the stuff that I've bought. But this cabbage is 59p. It's a very large cabbage and it will literally last about a month. Keep it in the fridge, but we tend to use a quarter at a time when we're making our homemade coleslaw, and it's really delicious and it's so easy to make homemade coleslaw. I've made it in previous videos, so I will link them down below for you. We are also people that like to eat vegetables quite often, so I'm glad I was able to get a good variety within the budget. I have carrots, wonky carrots. This large bag was actually 65p. You get a lot of carrots in here. The only thing is they're like really small now. They used to be quite big carrots. Lots of these will be used for snacking, but also our homemade coleslaw. A lot of these will go into there. And also our vegetable curry. We have a bag of lemons. You get 4 lemons in here. These are a bit of a luxury item, so I can actually include these throughout the week in our hot drinks. These are also used to season our homemade coleslaw and our vegetable curries. And over here we've got a lettuce, which will be used in some of our cheese and onion sandwiches, and also just to garnish some of our food, just to add a bit more green into the food. And the lettuce from Aldi is 62p. It's absolutely blooming huge, by the way, so you could probably get away with this for about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more depending on how many people are in your family. We've got the rice cakes. I always get these rice cakes from Aldi. I absolutely blooming love them. I snack on rice cakes nearly every day. These, for this tube, it's 79p with some peanut butter. So this is the more affordable option of peanut butter you can buy at Aldi, and this peanut butter is actually 85p. The other peanut butters, like the whole earth type ones, are a little bit more expensive. Just to note, apparently Aldi uses only sustainable palm oil in all of their own brands. So That's something to know, and that's something you guys actually told me about. But it's 85p for this, and it will last much longer than a week. We have a bag of Granny Smith apples from Aldi. These are actually £1.25 for 6. So this will last you 6 days if you had at least one a day. But bear in mind, you've also got your rice cakes, peanut butter, and you've got a bunch of bananas, which I've bought 5 of. For 5, it was 65p. So these are all the snacks. Really affordable, but it's really nice to have fruit and veg every week, no matter what, for that budget. Okay, moving on over to here. So Aldi did include a tomato soup in their essentials food parcel, which I was happy with. This is another lunch for 2 people or for you for 2 days. So it's the cream of tomato soup. It's actually a really, really delicious smooth soup, and it's 35p for 1 can. More dinner stuff here. We've got some baked beans. Now, it's 29p for 1 tin of baked beans, and the 29p is in the £25 budget this week. I haven't included a budget for 4, but I wanted to show you that I did buy 4 because for 4 it's 98p, so it's very good value for money if you buy 4 at a time. But if that's either not in your budget or you can't lift that amount of tins at once, 1 tin is 29p, and that stays below the £25 budget. The beans will go with 2 of our potatoes, which we will use as jacket potatoes. The potatoes are 96p for 4, so I picked up 4. I'll be using 2 as jacket potatoes, and 2 will go into our vegetable curry. A bag of British wonky onions. So the onions are 50p for this huge bag. They're from the wonky range, so it's definitely the more affordable range, but they're absolutely normal onions. Don't ever be scared to buy food from the wonky section. I have one of these, which looks absolutely delicious. So this jar is going to be for our vegetable curry throughout the week. Now, I do actually normally make curry sauces by scratch because it is very simple. It's just lots of spices and tomatoes, but that would have taken me over budget, and also these are delicious, so I do highly recommend it. But this is the specially selected hot and aromatic Rogan Josh. Also has a rub on the top if you are to rub things. I might rub that over the vegetables before I put them in the curry. And for this jar it's 85p, so again that is within the budget, and also this jar makes enough for 4 portions. So with our curry, I've got a bag of the classic basmati rice, and for this large bag, which is I believe a kilogram, it's actually 79p only for this entire bag. And this is going to last how many portions? It does actually say at the side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, around 13 different meals. I have a sprig of broccoli here, which is going to be used within our vegetable curry. Trust me, it's delicious. You should try it. And also I'm going to use a little bit on the side for when we make our omelettes this week. But the broccoli is 57p for this sprig. I have 6 organic eggs. I always go for organic eggs. At the very least free range. Animal produce, it has to be a bit higher quality, otherwise I would rather just not spend the money. But these organic eggs are within the budget, and these are actually £1.25, so again not the cheapest, but very good price for organic eggs. And we'll be using these for our omelettes, and if we have any bread left over, we might have scrambled egg on toast one day instead of oats every day. We're going to be having pasta, sauce, some cheese and some carrots. It sounds weird, but it's a very good combination. And we've gotten for the Fusee Pasta. Now this is already open because it's one that I already had in my cupboard, so I didn't need to buy a new one yet. For this 500 grams of pasta from Aldi is 45p. Pasta bake sauce, this is actually delicious, and I'd highly recommend it if you haven't had it already. It's 65p for this jar. Again, this sauce will make enough to feed 4 people. And we're going to add some onions to our pasta bake throughout the week. It's going to be vegetarian. This whole haul is vegetarian. And also some red Leicester cheese. So for the total for what you saw behind you and for this week's food budget, it was £24.21. So you definitely have a little bit of leg room as well, just to add maybe a couple more things or upgrade it. So for less than £25, I do think I actually did really well. Generally good diet and a very good meal plan there, just to give you everything you kind of need for the week. It's healthy-ish. stylish, it's filling, it's affordable, and most of it is relatively easy to make. So I'm actually really happy with that, and I really enjoyed filming today's video. So this would be my essentials food parcel. What would be in your essentials food parcel? I would love to know down below. Let me know also if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see similar videos like this where I explore in other supermarkets what you can do for £25 or less. And yeah, I will see you again very soon because I upload 3 times every single week. I hope you're well and safe, and I love you very much. Mwah. Bye!